Hey guys, it's Jen, and I am sitting in the car at the Walmart parking lot waiting for my husband to come out. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is my first day basically out and about since surgery. I've got my boot on, and I did some shopping because today's my birthday, and I bought some books. So I thought that while he's in there doing some errands, I would show you the books I got at Ollie's. Hopefully he doesn't come out too quick. The first book I got is Origin by Jessica. I don't know how to say her last name. It was only $1.99. And then I picked up a few Philippa Gregory books. This one's The Kingmaker's Daughter, which I think is like the third or fourth book in the series. I got The Red Queen as well, but they didn't have the White Queen, so I'll have to look for that one. I also got a Dean Koontz 77 Shadow Street. This is a hardback, and this was $3.99. Picked up my first Sarah Dessen book, Dreamland, and that was $1.99. And then in the teen fiction section, I found a Harlan Coben book, which I looked it up, and it said that it was his first sort of YA type adventure. So we'll see. I don't know. And I was able to find this Bellman in Black by Diane Setterfield, which is the author of The 13th Tale, which I still have not read. I also picked up this hardback. Oh my goodness. Oy. Whiplash by Catherine Coulter. It's an FBI thriller. This one I'm not sure. I may already have it. I know I have 2 books in this series that I haven't read yet. I was looking to get them all. And I forget which book this is, but there's like Leaving and Loving and Longing, and I don't know for sure. I may already have that one. And then I got this set of Agatha Christie books. I already have And Then There Were None, because that was the first one of hers that I read. But for all of these, it was $4.99. So this is The Murder on the Orient Express, which was the next one that I wanted to read. And is also The Body in the Library. And then an introductory guide to Miss Marple, Clues to Christie. I don't know what that is. And then I found a bunch of classics for $1.99. There's The Wizard of Oz, and these are nice. They're complete and unabridged. Robinson Crusoe. Oh my gosh, I have so many books on my lap right now. The Scarlet Letter. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. They had more than this, but these are just the ones that I thought I would actually enjoy. And here's a copy of Little Women. I have a copy of that, but it's, you can't even read it. It's so old. So, and then I found Dracula. This is some bad lighting. And Oliver Twist. And A Tale of Two Cities, which I've never read any of these, so I just thought for $1.99, all of them were $1.99, even these with like the bookmark, $1.99. So I spent like $70-some because we bought like a bird feeder my husband wanted, and he bought a few graphic novels. He doesn't really read much, but I thought, he was looking at them, and I'm like, buy them, you know, like you'll, maybe he'll get into reading. I don't know. We'll see. But this was my haul. Short little story. I was there, you know, with my boot on. I can't really put weight on it yet because it hurts too much. And so I have my little cart that I put my knee on and sort of like scoot along. And this lady came in now, in Ollie's, you know, that the aisles aren't very wide, so I was sort of blocking the aisle, which I'll admit, I was blocking the aisle, but I don't know what you want me to do. And so she came down, and I was looking at the teen fiction. She came down, she had this little girl with her, obviously her daughter or whatever, and like, I was, moving along, like, trying to get out of her way, and she's, like, basically, like, pushing me up the aisleway, and she starts, like, banging into my foot, my bad foot, that I have a boot on, with her cart, and I'm like, lady? I didn't say anything to her, but I was about ready to, like, flip out, and I was just, like, how obnoxious. So I went around the corner, went the whole way around, my foot was killing me, but whatever, and I had, like, all my books laying there, because I was trying to decide which ones I wanted to keep and which ones I was going to put back. And my husband was, looking for the bird feeder, whatever. And meanwhile, this, younger guy came down the aisle. I know he looked like he was a teenager or something. And you can tell, that he was very shy and just sort of like low key, and he was coming up the aisle as I was getting ready to come down the aisle. So I just like backed up to let him go. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, it's okay. It's fine. So he, went down the aisle, and I thought, wow, it's like night and day between him and that lady. And then a few minutes later, I saw him again, and he had a whole handful of these classics in his hand, and I hadn't seen them yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, where did you find those? And he's like, oh, they're right over here. He's like, what are you looking for? And he was like going to go over and like search through the stack for me. I mean, like, nice kid. You know what I mean? Like, night and day between him and this awful woman. And I just was like, wow, people can be really, really obnoxious, or they can be really, really kind. And it was just night and day. So I just thought I would share that. So that was my experience at Ollie's. These are the books that I bought. Not sure where I'm going to put them all, but we'll see. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.